Hello everybody, welcome, Namaste. So we're on week 6, the Third Eye Chakra. Everybody always wants to know everything about, how do I open my third eye, but nobody ever wants to do the work to get there. So that's why I started to do these chakra journeys, so we can go 1 week at a time, one chakra at a time, to cleanse the whole house, right? To get to this awakened state without, having all the garbage that's all, it's like we had this completely cluttered house. We have all these fears, all these emotions, and a lot of ego stuff. Our hearts are not in a good place sometimes. We don't know how to communicate, and all of a sudden we want to have this mystical experience to fix all that. But that's not really the way it works. And if you go into a higher state of consciousness, by awakening Ajna, or third eye, and you still have all this other stuff going on, it's probably not going to be all that pretty, so we go through and we identify the fears, the root. We try and balance emotions. So, and then it's like we awaken the root energy up, balance our emotions, right? And then it comes up and through in the solar plexus, looking at the ego and the true self. And then we come up to the heart, and there's that place of forgiveness, up through the throat and communication. And then it goes, and it's depicted as the two serpents climbing up the ladder, climbing up the spine. And then the two serpents stare right at each other in the eyes, and that's at the eye, right? I discussed this in the meditation that we just did, the online sound meditation. And when we go through the natural process of going through all the chakras, week by week, or however you want to do it, some people take longer, month by month. But when we go up, and then finally there's all of the dualities come into a oneness. For those who do like a 12-step program, or certain aspect, or if you look into like Eastern philosophy of duality, through meditation or through a deeper awareness, there is this union that happens. Or what they say in yoga philosophy, union means yoga. So to yoga really means to get up to this point, through this process of cleansing out our internal house, right? To come up to this place where there is no more duality. All is one. Everything unifies here at the Third Eye Center. When that happens, this takes practice. This is why I go through week by week, and I hope that you guys have been meditating. Because when we get familiar with meditation, eventually we could sit a little bit longer than maybe, say, 5 minutes. And when we're doing these practices, it becomes so familiar to us that when we're out in our daily activities, we can have a more mindful awareness of what's going on. You start maybe seeing some synchronicity, or noticing how things are connected together instead of like apart. That everything has a deeper meaning. And that unification, so there's an inwardly and outwardly, right? So unification within is when we finally come up to this place where we are at one with our true nature. We are at one with the universe, or at one with God, right? And we can rest in the kingdom, the heaven, right? Up in the third eye. And we could be at peace or at bliss in that moment. And it is a beautiful experience, Not every meditation is going to be like that. you don't even need, we shouldn't even be seeking that, but just through practice you will start to have a deeper awareness of what's really going on. And when we get to that place, it literally changes our brain structure, like it lights up the brain, different parts of the brain that maybe were stagnant or inactive. It's firing new neurons, and you're starting to get a deeper experience inwardly, which then in return from a deep spiritual experience through meditation, then outwardly we could just start to, you may notice that things aren't bothering you like they used to bother you. We have a deeper acceptance and reverence for all of life. We're just in the flow of life instead of in resistance. All these lower chakras are like they hold a lot of resistance. The heart is this place where everything transmutes into something more spiritual, and like through like chanting, communicating, and listening in, then we come up here in the middle, right in the center of the temple. You can see all these significances. You see what I'm doing here? The temple, right? The kingdom of God, the oneness, the yoga is then attained, and it takes practice. It could take years. It could take lifetimes if that's your thing. It could take. It could just be one time you sit down to meditate and you're not even thinking about it, and all of a sudden, boop, there it is. Peace, serenity, right? Through service is a great way. People used to go to Maharaji, that guru in India, and they used to say, "Oh, how do we awaken Kundalini, and how do we open our third eye?" And Maharaji would go say, "Feed people, or go serve people." It's so great, because as someone who does service work a lot, I know exactly what he's talking about. When you're in an act of service, you're not in ego anymore. And once you have let go of ego, then you're it. There it is. You're in union with God. Because if you are helping someone else and you're in a union with them and you're not thinking about you anymore, you and that person are one anyway, and you and that and the spirit of all are at one as well. So that's what the third eye is really about. It's about seeing love everywhere. It's about being at one with, whatever you perceive God to be, or spirit to be, the universe, all that. I was also saying in the meditation prior, there's a lot to talk about with these lower chakras. Emotional healing, and there's this and there's that and there's all this stuff. Once you get up here and beyond, there's not really words that could describe what goes on. But we can have an experience, right? So let's sit. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Really, the essence of this is oneness, right? So we have the intention of unification or oneness. Take a moment just to sit and be. Ooh, there's thunder and lightning. How about that? Perfect timing for us to electrify our minds. So we could come up, if you close the eyes, you could come up to that space right between the brows, and just notice how it feels to bring your awareness up to this place. We're going to do a little breath technique called alternate nostril breathing, or nadis pranayama. And you could take the right thumb and cover the right nostril and place the index finger right at the third eye center. We're going to do 3 breaths. So deep breath in through the left nostril. Switch and exhale out the right. Switch, deep breath in. Switch and exhale out the right. Switch, deep breath in. Switch and exhale out the right nostril. Then bring the hands down, palms facing up on the lap. Deep breath in both nostrils. Focus on the brow center. In. Exhale out. Now I'm going to do a triangular breath pattern. So we breathe in, focus on the space right between the brows. Now as we exhale, bring it down to the right palm, the energy of the right palm. Hold at the bottom, straight across, over to the left palm. Breathe in, up to the unified center. As you exhale, down to the right palm. Just creating this triangular pattern. Hold at the bottom, go across, over to the left palm. Breathe in, up to the unified center. Hold and bring your hands onto your heart. And then exhale, try and bring the mind's eye down into the heart. And then the heart, breathing in, up to the third eye. And then as you exhale, you just relax your hands down into your lap. And just listen into the sound. If you'd like to keep your awareness at the third eye center, you can. But really just make sure the mind gets relaxed. And just allow a nice mental cleansing. Just a loving awareness. we let go of all the thoughts, all the ideas, all the things that we think we are. Let go of all the past and letting go of any future tense and just be here now. We notice all there is like a nothingness. But in that nothingness is an everythingness. So it's all and nothing all at once. Take some deep breaths in as we exhale out, just purely cleansing out the mind. Deep breath in. Cleansing the mind out. In. Cleanse out. Just notice what's left. Just awareness. Not awareness of something. Just awareness itself. Honor that place in you that allows you to be in the present moment. The witness to life, the witness of self. We could practice this throughout our day with mindfulness, or just challenging our mind. Just like, what is the next thought going to be? If it's overactive, ask yourself. You could try this right now while you're in meditation. What is your next move, mind? And just presence. Bring the palms together. Bring them up to the forehead center and place the thumb knuckles right at the center of the brow. Notice how that feels. Take a nice, slow, deep breath in. Sit up nice and tall. As you exhale, bring the hands down to the heart center. Another breath in and out. I want to thank you all so much for continuing this journey with me, and please thank yourself for showing up and doing meditation. Be kind to one another. Most importantly, be kind to yourself. Namaste. Take care.